Mama's wife, and I was sitting in the back with Donnie, and she went up to Donnie, and she put something in his pocket, and he pulled it out, and he says, like, no, I don't want this. And she said this, and she came to me, and she said, I just want you to know your husband paid more for years from my husband's crawfish, and we're at a point where we can help pay it forward.
Cajun Claws owner Jody Schultz says it feels good to be back, and even better that they made it in time for crawfish season.
It feels like I could breathe again.
Jody says the best way for you to continue supporting Cajun Claws is just to come on in and order some crawfish. In Abbeville, Lane Miller, KLFY News 10.
And Karen Crow, their welcome sign, highlights three-time Super Bowl champion and former NFL player Kevin Bach. This is Rodrigo Stevens gives his reaction in a story you will only see on 10.
When you drive by, you may have noticed this welcome sign. It honors Karen Crow native and former New England Patriots Kevin Clark, who is a three-time Super Bowl champion.
I was like, wow, the first thing I did was text him out for the text message.
Karen Crow Mayor Charlotte Clavier tells News 10 the sign was placed last year but will have interchangeable faces. She says, quote, the tribute to Kevin is so well deserved. He is a great guy and has always supported his hometown. Falk, looking at the sign with overwhelming emotions, he remains humble.
If you know me, you know how much I love Campbell, the city of Campbell, the town of Campbell, just how much I represent it anywhere I go. It means the world. For people to just understand that that's where I'm from, that's where I still live. Thank you. Appreciate it. Like I said, very humble for, this honor.
There will be a dedication in April so the community can celebrate with Falk and his family. In Karen Crow, Rodrigo Stevens, KLFY News 10.
We here at KLFY are honoring veterans and current military members. This week, we are honoring Jamad Sterling with the United States Army. Jamad, thank you so much for your service. If you would like to spotlight a veteran or a current military service member, visit our website at klfy.com. In breaking news this evening, prominent Lafayette business owner Lloyd Red Laurel has died. Laurel was best known as the owner of Red Laurel's Health and Racket Club. The gym has been serving the community since its opening in 1963.
Laurel won numerous bodybuilding titles, including Mr. New Orleans in 1955, Mr. Armed Forces, and Mr. Hawaii in 1968. Mr. Dixie in 1959, and AAU Mr. America, which he won in 1960. He was 88 years old.
And rain chances coming up for tomorrow. We actually see a tornado watch over parts of Indiana. We'll talk more about that.
March 21st and 22nd, the Southern Quality Ford Dealers' toughest Buster Truck Tour returns to Cajun Dome. Pit passes are $15 or free at Southern Quality Ford Dealers. The toughest Buster Truck Tour, Cajun Dome, March 21st and 22nd.
We've always been there for our kids, and we always will be. It's why we lift them up when they fall and celebrate their every success. We give them strong roots so they can grow tall and go far. Our greatest legacy is the future we make possible for our kids. Children's Hospital in New Orleans is now Manning Family Children's.
In just 5 minutes, you can save up to $400 by switching to Go Auto low-cost car insurance. Our low-cost model is built to make car insurance affordable for everyone. There's never any commissioned agents or expensive add-ons to sell you. Just low down payments to get your car insurance for less. Get Go Auto and get more money in your pocket. For a fast, free quote, go online to GoAutoInsurance.com. Call 833-700-0000 or stop by a location near you.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on this Silverado. See your Super Chevy dealers in Acadia.
News Tinker, sponsored by Home Furniture. Shop and save now at homefern.com.
CourtesyValue.com is where you want to shop. Because every Courtesy vehicle is equipped with tons of value.
How? The Courtesy Value Advantage.
Because every vehicle comes with a Courtesy Value guarantee.
So you get top dollar and you decide to trade in.
CourtesyValue.com where you want to shop.
Where's Cindy? She left?
Yes, she left. Oh, yeah. She's going to see about Keith.
Cindy's gone.
Air Sunday into Monday as we see some cooler air come in behind this system, which could cause widespread severe weather across the south coming up this weekend. We see it swirling around there near Wichita and parts of Kansas. So most of the energy of this will be north of us. So that's why I think the better chance of severe weather will be across Mississippi and Alabama as we go through the day tomorrow. And that front now is extending back across western parts of Texas. So as we zoom in a little bit closer, you can see the clouds that have been over us all day. A lot of sunshine over central parts of Texas through the day. We did not see that. If we would have seen it, we may have gone up in the mid-80s. So here's tomorrow. A lot of questions about will we see severe weather? I think chances are low. Notice thunderstorms really don't develop over Acadiana. We are going to have that inversion, a cap over the atmosphere, which limits thunderstorm development. And most of the energy passing to the north of us is not going to be enough to break that cap. But we do see those storms erupting there over the eastern parts of the state, southern Mississippi, late tomorrow. Some of those could be severe, but we clear out tomorrow night. It's going to be cooler as we see temperatures in the 50s. A lot of sunshine on Sunday. Daytime highs upper 60s to the lower 70s. And then Monday, St. Patrick's Day looks good as we'll see a lot of sunshine, no issues at all there. And then we're looking also pretty good into Tuesday with just a small chance of rain coming back on Wednesday. There is the high risk. These are issued just a few times a year, even if that much. From Jackson up to Birmingham, widespread severe weather here, tornadoes possible.
Prizes or $1,000 stacked with $1,000 prizes. Scratch your way to cash with these fun and exciting games from the lottery, giving you a reason to smile.
In life, results matter. You train hard to win the race. You study all night to ace the exam. And you work long hours to get that promotion. Why? Because results matter. So after a serious car accident, you'll want to hire a law firm that can stand up to the big insurance companies. At Galloway Jeffcoat, results matter to us because they matter to you. Galloway Jeffcoat, let us help you turn wrong into right.
When you stroll and shop the newly expanded All Seasons Home, Garden, and Landscaping Showplace in the heart of Lafayette, you will discover beauty and inspiration upon every turn. Colorful plants, edibles, interior plants, pottery, fountains, a fully designed gift shop, and much more await you in all the seasons. Pair the right plant and accessories for your home and garden, or visit with our landscaping services to provide you a turnkey experience. All Seasons Home, Garden, and Landscaping Showplace, 2974 Johnson Street in Lafayette.
Well, as many of you know, today is my final day here at TV10.
Darla is retiring after more than 3 decades on your TVs at home. Darla, let's look back at a tiny glimpse of your career.
So my mother reminded me that in the 5th grade, I had an assignment, a career assignment. What do you want to do? And I told my teacher, Miss Flores, Linda Flores, that I wanted to be Maria Placer. I went to UL from 1980 to 85, majoring in broadcasting, knowing that that's a possibility of something I would do, but I wanted to be a dancer. And that didn't quite work out. Shortly after 1985, I started pursuing. I applied here. I applied at Channel 3. I applied at everywhere I could apply, radio stations, trying to find a job. But I knew that I wanted to be here. And it took 3 years because there were no openings or there was someone else that had applied. And after the 3rd year, Maria said, come talk to me. You're very persistent. And I'm like, saying to myself, you think? But she did hire me. She took a chance on me. I was the office manager, I think was the title. That was called, so I answered phones, basically. And that lasted, I don't even think quite a month. Maria stuck a mic in my hand and said, you're going in the field. And I went in the field. My photographer was Marcus Laverne. And it was called Street Corner Camera. Some folks out there may remember it. It was the topic of the day, nationally, locally, statewide. What that did was train you for your on-camera stand-ups, because you would do a stand-up in front of it and announce the Street Corner Camera question of the day, and it helped with your interviewing skills and just being in the field. So from office manager to doing the daily Street Corner Camera opinion piece, and then weekends, I think, followed that. I did weekends for a couple of years, and then Paspa 2, I moved on to that. I did that for 5 years, and then eventually did get on that main anchor desk at night with Chuck Hubner. Moving around a bit for a second there, and came back to TV 10, and that was in 2006, and this is 2025, so a total of 33 years in the business itself. Smith was inspired by another local to design the most efficient overcutter possible, and now he's meeting deadlines to satisfy a high demand for his product.
We believe the story you're about to see is one of those instances by Darla Montgomery and Michael Gervais with the special TV 10 production, Mission of Love.
Many of the children start their school day with a journey. When I say journey, I mean journey. Some of these children travel a distance of 2 hours or 5 miles if you break it down.
It's one of my most memorable assignments that I've ever had. I followed Father Glenmo. He went to Haiti with just a suitcase in his hand and built up to 12 villages with schools very near all of them.
The schoolhouse here in Clare Farm was one of the first schools that Father Glenn and his missionaries built. This is where he tried to spread his message of evangelism. The father faced bigger demons that he did not know he would encounter. It came as a surprise, though, to be asked to address the crowds. This was not an easy task.
It is good for them to see you cry, because they know that means you love them. And we are so grateful that God sent you here.
One thing that really touched my heart, putting shoes on children who never had a shoe on their foot. And my cameraman who was with me, Mike Gervais, he put his camera down at that moment. I put my pad and pen down because I didn't want to be on the sidelines watching this. I wanted to be a part of it.
It's homes and families just like you see here that the source reaches down to and brings the gift of life.
All of those stories, all of the greats that I worked with, Maria Placer, Chuck Hubner, Gary Arnold, Dick Farrow, Blue Rolfes, Dee Stanley, Mike Barra, is something that I've been thinking about a lot this week as I walk down that hall. Is I remember, and over the years too, just being with them here, learning from them. And when I looked up one day and they weren't here, it was very emotional. But I realized that I carried them with me. We all work together, and everyone who came through here, through these doors, that includes you and all the folks, you're taking a part of the essence of Channel 10, which is family, community, commitment. This is such a calling. It was meant to be. I would say, take your time, slow down, and take in each moment and enjoy the ride, because it'll be over before you know it. People over the years have asked, why did I stay here? Why didn't I go on to bigger and better things? This is bigger and this is better than I actually ever dreamed it would be. So I would have told young Darla to pretty much do exactly what she did.
I think you did pretty good.
Yeah. I had some big shoes to fill and some great people before me, and a community who expressed their love for me on a daily basis. And that's why I never left here, because why leave? Everything was right here. And so, yeah, a little emotional here, Britt.
I know,
It's been that kind of a day. You did a great job on that, and thank you.
I didn't mean to make the tears come back. I just finished it, wiping the tears away. And then I was like, oh, no.
But they are happy tears.
Good.